Evidence is so clear to me that me and all of us have been lied to by advertisers our entire lives. And they've been able to shape at least my view of entire countries. Talk about propaganda. Take Australia and their greatest export, Foster's beer.
How to speak Australian. Ouch. Cry baby. Beer. Foster's Australian for beer.
Based on the ads, I thought those Aussie drunkards were a bunch of hard-hitting, carousing roughnecks who didn't take no guff from anyone, tough as nails. Instead, they allow themselves to be run roughshod by authoritarianism while they meekly comply. Them historically being a penal colony is in their DNA to accept lockdowns. They just politely bend over and take it up the keister. These supposed roughnecks, the same people that are deemed crybabies for saying "ow" when a boulder lands on them, can't even be rude to the powers that be. Dare to raise a vociferous objection in Western Australia? Guess what they just announced? Anyone who threatens, intimidates, or is offensive towards businesses who ask for proof of vaccination could be jailed for a year or fined up to $50,000 from Monday. But here's the rub. Compare your Aussie advertised roughneck to your milquetoast, mild-mannered Canadian. So when you have that cuck, Justin Trudeau, turned authoritarian, I understand that the average Canadian would just fall in line and get behind him. Oh yeah, right there, Justin A. Oh, you want more mandates? Oh, you want us to bend over and lick your ass? Oh, right away, sir. Okay then. Naturally, pre-COVID, if you were going to bet as to who was going to bend over and take it up the keister to the authoritarians, naturally, all the money would have gone on Canada over Australia, but I would have lost that bet. I have been proven wrong because here you have the Freedom Convoy of Canadian truckers standing up for freedoms, standing up to the powers that be, the authorities that are trying to mandate what we must do. And now you have the evil Canuck government trying to squash this movement of freedom, trying to lengthen the shadow of authoritarianism over this giant country, enveloping more of it in darkness. Oh yeah, we just want to have our freedoms. We want to have our mandates, not so much when we're sitting in our little box and driving alone where we're not interacting with anybody. Maybe you shouldn't be forcing us to get that there, Justin? And here you have this great movement and you have the Nova Scotia government that previously tried to make it illegal to gather in a group of more than 4 people because they fear the dissemination of misinformation. Well, you know what they're doing? They're making it illegal to protest in favor of the Canadian truckers. But it is legal to protest against them. Encouraged. Trudeau himself has called the truckers misogynists and racist, while he himself parades around in blackface. He's threatened to use the Canadian military against them. And still they hold strong in sub-freezing temperatures. You have the media calling them Nazis and bigots. You have Trevor Noah of The Daily Show come out and say that the Confederate and Nazi flags, even so much as one of them, discredits the whole movement and proves that they are racist. As if it would be so difficult to plant one agent with a false flag, literally, to discredit them. And still, they hold strong. They call the truckers violent as they clean up snow from the sidewalks. And somehow, the BLM riots were mostly peaceful. Meanwhile, in Australia, they bend over and take it up the keister when told there would be a $50,000 fine for rudeness. In a country where everything is trying to kill you, from the poisonous spiders to the ultra-venomous snakes to the jellyfish and the sharks in the oceans to the crocodiles in the rivers that just want to drag you down under and have their way with you. You're allowing your bureaucrats to fine you $50,000 for speaking out. And you just sit there and take it. Stand up now before they take away all of your individual liberties and freedoms that they are demonstrating that they desire to do. And Canadians, stand up for the truckers. Stand up for the Freedom Convoy. And Australians, what are you waiting for? Stand up like this Foster's ad and say no. I want to think of you as the Roughnecks down under.
Locksmith. Beer.
To all you pussy Australians, to the Foster's Brewing Company, I tell you to go to hell. But it seems as though you've already allowed that reality to descend upon the country of Oz. Guys, thumb up this video, subscribe, hit the all notification bell. Have a fantastic day. Share the video if you liked it. Peace.